Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man wala, amma ba'du. Then, yesterday we began the i'rab of Surah Al-Buruj, and we completed ayat number 8. We continue inshallah ta'ala. We will read after that Surah At-Tariq, and bi'idhnillah ta'ala we'll get through most of, if not all of, the i'rab, as long as everything is clear, and we'll get through it inshallah ta'ala. So Allah Azza wa Jalla says, Alladhi lahu mulku samawati wal ard. Alladhi is an ismu mawsul, is mabni ala sukoon. There's always going to be a sukoon on that ya. Fi mahal al-nasb, it's in a position of being mansoob, right? Because it is it's in a position of being marfu', in a position of being marfu', because it is a sifa of majroor, asif, majroor, because it is a sifa of Allah Azza wa Jal, and Allah is lafdhul jalala is majroor, and its other sifas are majroor. So alladhi is going to be majroor, in agreement with, right, what it is describing. Lahu is la is harf jar, ha is a damir muttasil mabni ala dhamma fi mahal jar, right? And the word lahu, right, is a khabar muqaddam, a khabar muqaddam, meaning it is brought forward ahead of the mubtada. Mulk is the mubtada, marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-dhamma dhahira, right? And mulk lahu, meaning the kingdom is for him. Mulku samawati, samawati is mudaf ilay, majroor, wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra, wa is harfu atf, wal ard is ma'tuf to samawati, therefore it is also majroor, wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra. So it's as if he's saying, Alladhi mulku samawati wal ard lahu. And this is your mubtada. Alright? That he's the king, the owner or the king of the heavens and the earth, or it is for him. The kingdom of the heavens and the earth is for him. Wallahu, wa is harfu atf. Allah is lafdhul jalala mubtada marfu'. This is your mubtada. Ala kulli shay'in shahid. Ala is harf jar mabni ala sukoon. Kulli is ismu majroor, right? And the sign of it being majroor is a kasra dhahira. Ala kulli shay'in. Shay'in is mudaf ilay, majroor, wa alamatu jarhi al kasra, right? Shahid is the khabar. Wallahu shahid ala kulli shay. Ala kulli shay. Allah is shahid ala kulli shay. He is the witness. He is a witness over everything. Khabar mubtada marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-dhamma dhahira. Inna alladhina. Inna alladhina. Inna is a harf nasikh wa nasib yufid at-tawkid, right? It makes the mubtada become ismu inna mansoob, and the khabar become khabaru inna marfu'. So alladhina is an ismu mawsul mabni ala fatha, right? Fi mahal al-nasb ismu inna. It is ismu inna, right? Fatanu is a fil madi mabni ala dhamma, right? Mabni ala dhamma. Why? لِإِتِّصَالِهِ الْوَاوَ جَمَاعَ, because the waw jama' is attached to it. And the waw jama' is a damir muttasil, it's an attached pronoun, fi mahal raf, fa'il, right? And the word fatanu doesn't have any i'rab. Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to go out and come right back in. SubhanAllah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Abdullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I've been saying assalamu alaikum.
You don't hear me?
Yeah, I mean, I said it a bunch of times before you even responded, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what's the last part that you heard?
I heard everything. I was trying to ask a question.
Oh, go ahead.
About where you said Allah kulli shay'in shaheed. You said kulli was a mudaf ilayh?
No, kulli is ismu majroor. Shay is mudaf ilayh. Everything after kulli and ghayr and certain words is considered mudaf ilayh. So
okay, I thought you said kulli was mudaf ilayh.
No.
Okay. My bad.
No. Kulli is ismu majroor with kasra. Shay is mudaf ilayh with a وعلامة جاره الكسرة. شهيد is your خبر مرفوع with a ضمة ظاهرة. إن حرف الناسخ والناسب. الذين اسم موصول مبني على فتح, right? في محل النصب اسم إن. فتنوا is a في الماضي مبني على ضمة لاتصاله واو جماع. The واو جماع is a ضمير متصل في محل رفع فاعل. المؤمنين. Al-Mu'minin is a maf'ulun bihi, right? Those who test the believers. Those who give a test and try the believers. This is the object of the fatanu. Majroor with a ya. Majroor wa alamatu mansub. Mansub because it's the object of the verb. Mansub wa alamatu nasbihi al-ya. Wal mu'minat. Wa is harfu atf. Al-mu'minat again is a part of your maf'ulun bihi, right? It's rather ma'tuf to mu'minin. So since it is ma'tuf to mu'minin, we say it is mansub wa alamatu nasbihi al-kasra, because that's how the jam mu'annath salam becomes mansub, with a kasra. Thumma is a harfu atf. You feed a tartib wa tarahi, means it continues it's a connecting word showing continuation, right? Or showing an order, and as well that it doesn't have to happen right away, right? But it's going to happen. ثم لم يتوبوا. Lam is a harf nafi wa jazm wa qalb, right? Meaning it negates and it turns the present tense verb into being majzoom, and it makes it into the past tense. That's what the word qalb means. It takes it into being the past tense. Yatubu is a fi'l mudari majzoom وعلامة جزمه حذف النون, right? If the noon was there, it would be marfu', but it's not there, so it's either going to be mansub or majzoom. And the fact that the lam is in front of it, showing us that it is majzoom, right? And the waw is a waw jama' damir muttasal, right? Fi mahal raf fa'il. If they don't repent. Falahum, fa is harf isti'nafiyya, showing us continuation. Lam is a harf jar, and hum is a damir muttasal fi mahal jar, right, in the position being majroor after the la, the lam. Adhab is a mubtada, right? Adhab is a mubtada marfu', right? And Jahannam is mudaf ilay, but it is mamnu' min as-sarf, so it is majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra. Why? Al-fatta. Why? Because it is mamnu' min as-sarf, right? One second here. Yeah, exactly. So adhab, Jahannam, right? Falahum adhab. The words falahum adhab is khabaru inna. We had inna here, right? Here we had a mubtada or ismu inna. Ismu inna after the nis. Falahum adhab is your khabaru inna. Walahum waw is harf atf. Lahum is a harf jar. The lam is a harf jar, and the hum is a damir muttasal fi mahal jar, in the position of being majroor after that lam. Adhab, right? Adhab is a mubtada, right? It is your mubtada marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-dhamma. Al-Tariq is mudaf ilay wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra, right? And all of that is going to be the
capital N.
I'm looking back into it to see. Lahum. Basically, lahum is your khabar in both of these. Now, falahum adhab, then this becomes a khabar to this, but adhabun lahum. Adhabu jahannam lahum. So this is your khabar. This was your mubtada, this was your khabar. This is your mubtada, this is your khabar. Lahum. It's called shibhu jumla. Shibhu jumla. Shibhu jumla. And it should be like that. Shibhu jumla, meaning a phrase. Shibhu means like resembling. So it resembles a sentence. It's not a sentence, but it resembles a sentence. So we say a phrase, even in English, right? A phrase. And that becomes khabar. So we say harf jar, ism majroor, shibhu jumla, khabar. Right? So lahum is your khabar for adhab in both places. Right? Inna alladhina, inna is a harf nasikh. Right? It's a harf nasikh wa nasib yufid at-tawkid. Alladhina is ism mawsul mabni ala fath fi mahal nasb ismu inna. We've had that a lot of times. Amanu, right? Amanu is a past tense verb, fil madi. مبني على ضمة لاتصاله واو الجماعة. The واو الجماعة is الضمير متصل في محل رفع فاعل. وعملوا واو is حرف عطف. عملوا is في الماضي مبني على ضمة لاتصاله واو الجماعة. The واو الجماعة is ضمير متصل في محل رفع فاعل, meaning they are the ones believing, except those who believe. They believe and they act. They act what? They do what? صالحات. مفعول به منسوب وعلامة نصبه الكسرة لأنها جمع مؤنث سالم, because it is جمع مؤنث feminine, sound feminine plural. لهم لام is a حرف جار. هم is اسم مجرور في محل جار. لهم is a ضمير متصل. ضمير متصل في محل جار اسمه, right, اسم مجرور. جنات, right, جنات is your مبتدا. The same thing as عذاب is your مبتدا مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة. The خبر is لهم. جنات لهم. Gardens are for them. Right? Gardens are for them. تجري is a فعل مضارع. Is a present tense verb. مرفوع. It is مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة مقدرة. Why? Because we cannot write a dhamma on that alif. منع من ظهوره التعذر, meaning it's impossible to write it on that alif. Min in the fa'il is a damir mustatir. It is a hidden, right? It is a hidden pronoun inside of there, meaning hiya, although it is going to be made apparent later on in the word anhar. Anhar is your file later on, but inside the verb itself it is hidden. Min is a harf jar mabni ala sukun. Tahti is ism majroor. Ism majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra. Ha is a damir muttasil mabni ala sukun fi mahal al-jar, right, mudaf ilay. Al-anhar is your file marfu wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. Garden or rivers are running, flowing from underneath them, right? Rivers are what are doing the flowing underneath them. Dhalika is an ismu ishara mabni ala fatha, even though we can break up the that, the lam, and the kaf, right? We're going to say it together. It's an ismu ishara mabni ala fatha, and it's in the position of being marfu' because it is your mubtada. Al-Fawz is your khabar marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-dhamma. Al-Kabir is a sifa to Al-Fawz, therefore is going to agree, is going to be marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-dhamma. Right? Now when we say it agrees, just as a side note, just to repeat what we've repeated previously, that just because this is marfu' with a dhamma, and the sign of it being marfu' is a dhamma, doesn't mean that the sign of this being marfu' needs to be a dhamma necessarily. There could be, for instance, if Fawz was feminine, right, then the sifa would have to be feminine, and it would be kubra, right? Now this would be marfu', but it wouldn't be marfu' with a dhamma, or it would be marfu' with a dhamma muqaddara like this, but it would not be with the same sign. If, for instance, this could be mamnu, or for instance, this could be majroor, and therefore the noun or the adjective describing it, for instance, is mamnu min as-sarf, for example. And so the sign of it being majroor would be a fatha. They would both be majroor, but the signs would be different due to the words themselves. They would have to be in agreement in their case, meaning majroor, but they wouldn't have to be in agreement in their signs of being majroor. Here, it just works out, right? Inna batsha, inna, right? Inna is a harf nasikh wa nasib, yufid at-tawkid. Batsha is ismu inna mansub with a fatha, right? Rabbika, Rabbi is mudaf ilay. وعلامة جره الكسرة. كاف is the ضمير متصل مبني على فتح مضاف إليه, right, في محل الجر مضاف إليه. لا شديد, لا is a lam of emphasis, lam التوكيد. Shadid is your khabar inna. Khabar inna marfu wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. Are there any questions up till here?
لا.
إنه إن is حرف الناسق والناسب يفيد التوكيد. هو is a ضمير متصل في محل النصب اسمه إن. هو is going to be a badal basically. It's a ضمير منفصل, right? مبني على فتح, right? And it can be a badal, right, for who, the who here, right? And therefore it is in a position of being mansub, right? Or you could just say it is the mubtada of another sentence inside of here, right? Which we could get to, inshallah. Yubdi'u. Yubdi'u, right? Yubdi'u is a fi'l mudari. It is a present tense verb. Marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma, because it's singular. It's not from the af'al al-khamsa. It's not from those af'al al-khamsa. Yubdi'u. And the fa'il is a damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa. Right? Wa yu'eed, wow, is a harf atf, and yu'eed is a fi'l mudari marfu wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma dhahira. Right? Wa fa'il damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa. So we say the damma there as well. Right? So innahu yubdi'u wa yu'eed. Yubdi'u is going to be your khabar for innahu. It has a fi'l and a fa'il. It could be a khabar for innahu. Khabaru inna. Right? And you could say the same thing here if it was, you could say, if you make the huwa a mubtada, then you can make huwa yubdi'u wa yu'eed the khabaru inna. But if you make this a badal, then there's no need to include it in the khabar there. Right? وهو الغفور الودود. وهو, واو is حرف عطف. هو is a damir munfasl fi mahal raf mubtada. Al-Ghafur is your khabar, right? Is your khabar marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. Al-Wadud is another khabar, and we don't have to have the word wow in between it, right? Is another khabar of huwa, and it is marfu' wa ad-damma wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma dhahira. Dhul Arshil Majid. Dhu is another khabar of huwa, right? Wa alamatu raf'ihi al wow, not the dhamma, al wow, because it's from the asma'ul khamsa. Ab wa akh wa ham, brother-in-law. Ab, father. Akh, brother. Ham, brother-in-law. Fam and dhu, right? These become marfu' with a dhamma. Abu, akhu, hamu, right? We say dhu. When it's mansub, it's that. When it is majroor, it is the. Now, it might have a fatha and a kasra and a dhamma, but that's not its sign. The sign is the wow, right? You have to have that. Dhul arsh. Arsh is mudaf ilay, majroor, wa alamatul jarhi al-kasra. Al-Majid is another khabar. Is another khabar of huwa marfu' wa la'amatu raf'ihi ad-damma. Fa'alul lima yurid. Fa'al is another khabar. Is another khabar marfu' of huwa, right? Marfu' wa alamatu raf'i ad-damma. All of these. Allah is Ghafur, He is forgiving. Wadud, He is loving and affectionate. Dhul Arsh, He is the owner of or possessor of the Arsh. He is Majid, He is honorable. He is Fa'al, He does whatever. Lima yurid. Lam is a harf jar. Ma is ism mawsul mabni ala sukun fi mahal jar, because of the lit. Yurid is a fil mudari. It's a present tense verb. Marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. Right? And the fa'il here of this verb is damir mustatir, hidden pronoun, taqdiruhu huwa, referring back to huwa, right? Hal is a harf istifham, a question word. Ata is a past tense verb, fil madi, mabni ala fatha muqaddara. because of the alif. Ata. So we say ata. If we had a 3 sound root, we would say jalasa. If we say ata, we would have this here, but this is muqaddara on this alif. It's muqaddara. We're not able to write it. So we say muqaddara. It's implied, right? It's implied basically. And the kaf is a damir muttasil mabni ala sukun fi mahal nasb maf'ulun bihi. Has there come to you? Come to who? Come to ka, you. Hadithu. Hadithu is your fa'il, right? Marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. Junud is mudaf ilay wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra. Fir'auna, right? Fir'auna is a badal for junud. Hadithu junud. Or it could be mudaf ilay to junud. It could be this or that. It could have 2 different ways to look at it. Hadithu junud. But it can't be mudaf ilay. Why can't it be mudaf ilay? I made a mistake. Why can't it be? Because the mudaf does not have alif lam. And al-junud has alif lam. So it cannot be a mudaf ilay. It can only be a badal. The hadith of al-junud, the armies, the hadith of Fir'aun, mudaf ilay, right? Well, and it's mamnu min as-sarf, so it's majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasr, fatha, because it's mamnu min as-sarf. You want to say something?
Yeah, so Junud wouldn't be mudaf ilay because of the
it is mudaf ilay to hadith, but it cannot be mudaf to Junud, to Fir'aun.
Okay.
It cannot be mudaf to Fir'aun or Thamud, the soldiers of Fir'aun or the soldiers of Thamud. Why? Because so basically these are 3 different things which are mudaf ilay to hadith. You got number 1.
Hadith. Okay.
Number 2, and Thamud is number 3, and Thamud as well is mamnu min as-sarf, so it is majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al-fatha, right? Bal is a harf idrab, meaning it wipes out, it negates what came before it and emphasizes what comes after it, right? Alladhina is ism mawsul mabni ala fath fi mahal raf mubtada. This is your mubtada, right? Alladhina. Kafaru. Kafaru is a fil madi mabni ala dhamma. Why? لإتصاله الواو الجماع. The واو الجماع is a damir muttasal. It's an attached pronoun fi mahal raf fa'il. It is your fa'il here, right? And kafaru, or rather we'll just say fi. We'll go on. Fi is a harf jar مبني على السكون. تكذيب is اسم مجرور, right? وعلامة جره الكسرة, right? And في تكذيب is the khabar of الذين. Those who are in takdhib, those who are in this denial, kafaru, they disbelieved, right? They disbelieved. This is your khabar. Wallahu, wow is harfu atf. Allah, lafzul jalala, is a mubtada marfu' wa alamatu raf'i ad-damma. Min is a harf jar mabni ala sukun. Wara'ihim, wara'i is ismu majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra. Him is a damir muttasil, an attached pronoun fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. Muhit is your khabar مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة. Bal, we said it is a harf atf, idrab. It wipes out what came before it and emphasizes what's after it. Huwa is damir munfasil, and a detached pronoun, right? في محل الرفع مبتدا, right? Quran is your khabar. It is a Quran مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة. Majid is a sifa for Quran, so it is marfu' like it, and its sign is also dhamma, right? Fi harf jar mabni ala sukun. Lawh ism majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al kasra. Mahfuz is a sifa to the lawh, right? And it is majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al kasra. Any questions?
Why don't carry tanween?
It does carry a tanween. However,
Just
it's
the tajweed.
it's for tajweed because the next thing is you have tanween here, right? And then you have bismillah right after it in the next ayat. So if you were going to continue reading, you would say this, instead of this being a noon sound, it has a gunna. If you got it, you got to understand the tanween. You understand the tajweed rule, which would make this have a gunna here. And so they put a meme sound. The noon is going to change to a meme. You're not going to say mahfudhin bismillah. You're going to say mahfudhin bismillah. Right? You're not going to say mahfudhin with a noon. You're going to say mahfudhin bismillah and run them together. طيب طيب طيب. Now we can go over bi'idhnillah ta'ala the meanings of, and who knows, we might even finish. That's what I'm hoping for. To finish even the i'rab of the ayat. We have was-sama'i, or we have Surah At-Tariq. Surah At-Tariq. Tariq is on the previous page. At-Tariq. Right? At-Tariq is because of surah. At-Tariq comes from ta, ra, qaf, meaning to like to knock on the door. That's what it means. Tariq is someone who comes to you at night, knocking on the door, basically. And the word taruq is when the Prophet ﷺ prohibited a man from coming home to his family at night. Right? He is prohibited from coming home to his family at night. With, she does not have news of him in the daytime coming home. Then he comes home at night and surprises her. He needs to give her time to, shave her pubic hairs and get herself together for him because he's been gone, and she let herself go because there's no reason to make herself up because her husband's gone. So he wants to give her some time to get herself together. So this is the prohibited thing, taruq. Here, a tariq is a visitor at night, right? And here it means the star, which you see at night, right? Which you see at night, and it's not able to be seen in the daytime, right? And it will become a little bit clearer what it is with the rest of the ayat. But that's the word tariq. It means the star that comes out at night and you do not see it in the daytime. So Allah says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, was-sama'i wat-tariq. Was-sama', Allah is swearing, as we can see the kasra on sama' and tariq. Allah is swearing by him. This is the waw al-qasam. By the skies and by the tariq. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا تَارِقٌ. And what will let you know what a tariq is? النَّجْمُ الثَّاقِبُ. النَّجْمُ is a star. ثَاقِب comes from tha, qaf, ba, meaning piercing, penetrating, sharp. Meaning that's how bright it is. Right? It's how bright it is. It lights up the sky. It looks like it is. Right? It looks like it is piercing bright. That's the meaning of a thaqib, right? That it is so bright. It looks like it is it's setting the sky on fire. It's so bright. And we don't see that today because we have so many, light pollution from our lights on the earth, النجم الثاقب. إن كل نفس لما عليها حافظ. In here has the meaning of ma, meaning negation, right? Kullu, every, nafsin, every person, right? There is not for every person. Lamma, when it comes after in, has the meaning of illa, except. There is not for every person except alayha, upon it. And this is soul. This word soul or person is feminine. That's why it says alayha. Right? Hafiz. There is a guardian or a protector. Someone who is preserving their deeds and their actions over every person. In kullu nafsin. There is not over every soul. Lemma, except alayha, over it, is a hafiz. A guardian, a protector. Falyanzur. Falyanzur, this kasra here is for preventing the two sukoons from being next to each other. Otherwise, that we'll see it's a command verb. فَلْيَنْظُرْ. So look. Al-insan. So let a person look. مِمَّا خُلِقْ. From what he is created. Not khalaqa, he created, but khuliqa, he is created. Right? We don't know who did the creation here in this sentence. We know, but we don't know from the Arab, from the words themselves, we don't know. Right? Mimma khuliq. Khuliqa min ma'in dafiq. Khuliqa, he was created, min, from, ma is fluid or water, right? Water or fluid, dafiq. Dafiq is from dal, fa, qaf, meaning it gushes forth. It has to gush forth. It has to shoot out, right? And they say that the doctors, they say if the sperm doesn't shoot out, if it doesn't gush out, then that sperm has a weakness in it, a sickness in it, and a man can't get a woman pregnant if his sperm is like that. It has to shoot out. It has to gush out, right? Can't just come out, right? It has to squirt out, right? So this is what the man is created from, and Allah describes it here, from this gushing forth water, this water which gushes forth, right? Yakhruju, it comes out, from kharaja yakhruju, it comes out, min bayni sulbi wa tara'ib. Min bayni sulb, a sulb is your backbone. The sulb is your backbone, wa tara'ib are the ribs. They say the sulb is for the man, right? The sulb comes from the back of the man. What tara'ib is from the chest or the rib area of the woman, where her womb would be, right? And the ma here, they say, is not only the man's water or sexual fluids, but also the woman's sexual fluid, that they come and they meet, right? And it's regarded as one water here, not two waters, ma'ain. But just ma is used in singular because they come together as one, right? So when they gush together as one, then this is when a baby comes forward, right? Yakhruju min bayni sulbi wa tara'ib, from the backbone and from the chest. It could be between the backbone and chest of one person, or it could be the backbone of the man and the chest area of the woman, meaning where her womb is. And they say that this shows that the strength of the sperm comes from the whole body. It takes energy from the whole body to push this forward, right? Everywhere the whole body uses to come forth and push these fluids together. In tara'ib is the plural of tariba, which is the ribs, the chest area, the ribs. Sulb is the backbone. إنه على رجعه لقادر. Indeed he, إنه على رجعه. رجع, to return. رجعه, his return, meaning to replace him and to bring him back to life after death. لقادر. The lam is a lam of emphasis. قادر, it means to be capable. He is powerful and capable of returning him, of bringing him back. يوم تبلى السرائر. يوم, the day. Tubla. Tubla comes from bala, meaning to test. Like the word ibtila, to be a test for something, right? To be a test and a trial. Like the word fitna, kind of. Ibtila, to be a test. And so, tubla is the passive of tablu. Tablu, right? We have tablu. That is tablu, he tests. Tubla, it is tested. As-sara'ir, as-sara'ir is the plural of sarira, which means, right? Sarira, which means secret. Sara'ir are secrets. The day that the secrets will be tested, they will be exposed. When you test someone, you expose them. What are they made of? Right? You test someone's chin, you see what his chin's made of, right? You test the secrets, you see what that person is made of. Their secrets will be tested. They will be exposed. فَمَا لَهُ مِنْ قُوَّةٍ وَلَا نَاصِرٍ. فَمَا لَهُ, then there is not for him. فَمَا لَهُ, he does not have min quwwatin, from any power, wala nasir, nor any helper. Meaning he cannot stop anyone from pushing him into the hellfire. He has no quwwah, he has no power to prevent that. Wala nasir, nor does he have anyone to help pull him out of it. He has no one, he cannot do it himself, nor can anyone help him to prevent him what's going to happen to him on that day. وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ الرَّجْعِ, وَالسَّمَاءِ, in the sky. Allah is swearing by the sky. ذَاتِ الرَّجْعِ, the possessor or the companion of Raja'. Right? Raja' here means the returning. Here in the tafsir, it shows that it means the rain, which comes and goes. So Allah is swearing by the rains as they come and they go. Rains come, it rains, it stops. It rains, it stops. وَالْأَرْضِ ذَاتِ الصَّدَعِ, وَالْأَرْض, and the earth. Allah is swearing by the earth. That which possesses, and it's feminine, sada', possesses the splitting. This possesses the splitting and the cracking, meaning for the earth to grow, for the plants and stuff to come up and grow through. The word sada', from sad dal ain, if you write it like this, suda', then that's a headache. I got a splitting, my head is splitting, meaning I have a headache. My head is splitting, I have a headache. Right? Sada', the splitting. Innahu, meaning the Quran. Innahu, indeed it, laqawlun fasl. Indeed it is a saying, a statement which divides. Fasl. Right? As we say, we have dhamir munfasal. Right? Munfasal meaning detached. Right? Versus muttasal, connected. Right? Fasal is separating something. It is a speech which separates, meaning separates believers from disbelievers, separates truth from falsehood, right? Separates the people of Jannah from the people of the hellfire. That's what this Quran does. وَمَا هُوَ بِالْهَزْلِ, wa was and ma is a negation here. Huwa, it is not, right? It is not al-hazl. It is not a joke. And we had this word hazl inside of Nawaqid al-Islam at the end. Right? La farq bain al-jad wal-hazl wal-khawf. Right? Illa mukra. Except for the wal-khaif. The exact word escaping my mind right now. But hazl was there. It is not a joke. This is not this is not for fun and amusement. This Quran is not for fun and amusement. Innahum yakiduna kaida. Innahum, indeed they, yakiduna, from kada yakidu. Kada yakidu, meaning to make a plan, a kaid, as we see here, right? Kaid, right? Kaid, even without that, is a plan or a plot. They are plotting, indeed they are plotting a plot. They are making a plan. Wa akidu kaida, and I am making a plan. Akidu, meaning I am, meaning Allah Azza wa Jal. Akidu kaida, and I am making a plan. I am making a plot. They're planning, and I'm planning. Right? فَمَهِّلِ الْكَافِرِينَ. Mahala, even without the shadda. Mahala, because we need them both here, with the shadda and without. Mahala, as we see here, it does not have it. Amhil, right? Amhil. It is form 1 of the same root, meaning to take your time, to mosey on around. Famahil, with the shadda, means let them take their time, like to make someone take their time. Famahil al-kafirin. So let the kuffar take their time. Give them some time. Give them some respite. Amhilhum. Amhilhum, right? And you proceed slowly with them. You proceed slowly with them. Ruwaida. Ruwaida is from ra, waw, dal, right? Meaning, you could tell a person, Ruwaidak, meaning slow down, take it easy. They're rushing, they're running, they're dropping stuff. they're bumping into people because they're rushing. Ruwaydan. Or you could say ruwaydak. Take your time. Right? So, فَمَهِّلِ الْكَافِرِينَ. So give the kuffar some time. Let them wait. Give them some time, right? Amhilhum, from form 4. Then you give them some time, right? Ruwaydan, a little bit, meaning take it easy. You let them have some time because they're going to just basically hang themselves. They're basically going to hang themselves. Give them some time, right? Let it be easy, right? Allah's making a plan. Let them make their plan, right? Allah's making his plan, so give them some time because, Allah's plan is the one that's going to take place in the end. Any questions?
Nah.
طيب. We'll see what we can finish. Let's see. Allah says, Surah At-Tariq is mudaf mudaf ilayh. We've been through that, right? And the sign of it being majroor is the kasra. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Was-sama'i wat-tariq. Wow is a harf qasam, right? Is a harf qasam, meaning a swear word, making the noun after it majroor. It's called the muqsam bihi. This is harf qasam. This is muqsam bihi, meaning what is sworn by. Majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra. The wow could be either one of two things. It could be a harf atf, or it could be another wow al-qasam. This or that, no problem. Either way it goes, the result is the same. Except we say something different. If it's harf atf, then we say tariq is ma'tuf and sama majroor. If wow al-qasam, then we're gonna say muqsam bihi majroor. Same thing. The result is the same as far as the signs and the vowels and all that go, right? Majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra. Wa ma adraka ma tariq. Wow is a harf atf. Ma is ism istifham. It's asking a question. Fi mahal raf mubtada. It is your mubtada. Adra is a fil madi. Mabni ala fatha. Muqaddara. Right? Muqaddara. Mana min dhuhuriha at-ta'adhur. It's not being able to be seen because of the alif. And the fa'il is damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa. Right? The kaf is a damir muttasil. Fi mahal nasb maf'ulun bihi. Right? What will make you know. And adraka is your khabar of ma. What will make you know. Ma is istifham. Right? Fi mahal raf mubtada. At-Tariq is khabar marfu wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. Right? So basically you have two sentences. What will make you know what is At-Tariq? Right? This sentence is just inside of this sentence. Right? What will make you know what is At-Tariq? An-Najmu Al-Thaqib. An-Najmu, right? It is a badal for At-Tariq. So it is marfu. Alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. Al-Thaqib is a sifa. It is the piercing, the brightness. The piercing is a sifa for najm. Therefore, it's going to be marfu. Alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. In kullu nafsin lamma alayha hafiz. In has the meaning of ma and nafiya here. Right? It is the jawab of the qasam. It is the answer of the qasam. Why is he swearing? He's saying, what is the reason for this swearing by At-Tariq? Right? Indeed, every person has over them a protector, a guardian, someone who is writing down their affairs. Not necessarily protecting them, but protecting their deeds and their sayings and protecting them. No problem. In, right? It benefits us emphasis. Kullu is a mubtada marfu. Right? وعلامة رفعه الضمة. نفس is مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة. Right? لما is istithna'iya, meaning it's making an exception with the meaning of illa. Right? Which we said earlier. Right? And because it has a negation in front of it, then it doesn't have any effect on what comes after it, right? Like illa would, right? عليها, ala is harf jar مبني على سكون. The has ضمير متصل مبني على سكون في محل الجر اسم مجرور. حافظ is your نعم حافظ is your خبر مرفوع, right? خبر مرفوع of كل, right? وعلامة رفعه الضمة. فلينظر fa is استئنافية, continuation. The lam here is the lam of amr, the lam of command, making the verb after it, even though it's present tense, it makes it into a command. ينظر is a fil amr مبني على سكون, but here we have a kasra because of the iltiqa sakinain, but it's still مبني على سكون. الإنسان is your fa'il مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة. مما is min plus ma, right? Min is harf jar, right? مبني على سكون. Ma is ismu majroor, and because it is majroor, we dropped our alif. Mimma. خلق is فعل ماضي مبني للمجهول, it's passive, right? ومبني على فتح, and the naib fa'il is تقديره هو, meaning insan, going back to insan, right? And the ma here is also, right, in the position of being منسوب مفعول به. فلينظر ما, at what, right? He was created, right? So it's here majroor, right, because of the min, but it's also in the position of being the object of the verb. خلق is the same خلق. في الماضي مبني على فتح, it's majhul, right? Min harf jar, ma'in ism majroor with kasra ظاهرة. Dafiq is a sifa describing ma, so it's going to be majroor, and the sign of it being majroor is also the kasra. يخرج is a fil مضارع مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة, right? The fa'il is a damir mustatir تقديره هو. The file is inside of there, it's built, it's hidden inside of there, means huwa, and it's referring back to insan, right? Or no, it's referring back to water, I'm sorry. Referring back to the water. The water is what? Yakhruju, right? It comes out. Min, harf jar, bayna, ismu majroor, alamatu jarri, al-kasra. As-sulbi is going to be mudaf ilay, right? Because bayna is really a dharf. When it comes after min, then it changes when it comes after a harf jar. But sulbi is going to be mudaf ilay, wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra, wow, harf atf. والترائب is معطوف على صلب مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة. Any questions?
Why that mudaf?
Because baina is a word, is a dharf, right? Is a dharf, like taht, right? Like baina, like I can't think of other ones right now, but it's a dharf, and when you have a noun after a dharf, it's called dharf mudaf ilay. Like we have mudaf ilay, we have dharf mudaf ilay. So baina is a dharf, which makes the noun after it mudaf ilay. We've had that plenty of times before, huh?
I don't know nothing about it.
You don't know nothing about it?
Yeah, that whatever you call that dharf.
Dharf. Yeah, we've said it, man, a bunch of times, man. Let me get the mushaf here. let me, 1 second here. Yeah, I mean, we've had it every day. We've had it every day. Let me see.
Well, I'm not doubting that, but I'm talking about I
Never
don't
paid
recall,
attention to it.
you know.
No. Yeah, every day we've had it. I'm trying to just find one right now, and that's what's going to be the hard part. But every day we've had it. You know? If not every day, almost every day for sure. We've had Dharf or Mudaf ilayh almost every day. I just got to look through it and see it. I'll do that today, and tomorrow or later tonight when we come together, inshallah, I'll bring plenty of examples from the surahs that we went through already. We've had plenty of Dharf Mudaf ilayh.
Sure.
طيب. إنه is harf nasikh wa nasib يفيد التوكيد. هو is the ضمير متصل في محل النصب اسمه إن. على is harf jar, right? رجعه is اسم مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة. that he is ضمير متصل في محل الجر. رجعه مضاف إليه, right? His return. لقادر, lam is the lam of tawkid, the lam of emphasis, right? قادر is خبر إن مرفوع. نعم, خبر إن مرفوع. إن, this is اسم إن منصوب, خبر إن مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة. يوم is the ظرف الزمان, right? منصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتحة. تبلى is a فعل مضارع مجهول, right? مجهول مبني للمجهول, it is مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة مقدرة. Cannot write it on an alif. تبلأ doesn't happen. السرائر is your fa'il مرفوع, نائب فاعل because تبلى is مجهول. نائب فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة. فما له, فما is harf atf, فما is a nafiyah, it's a negation. له, lam is harf jar, the ha is ضمير متصل في محل الجار. من is a harf jar. قوة اسم مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة. wa is a harf atf. lam is a lam نافية, لا نافية. ناصر is معطوف على قوة, right? معطوف على قوة مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة. Then Allah Azza wa Jalla begins to swear again. He says, وَالسَّمَاءِ. Wa is a harf qasam, right? Wa is a harf qasam, right? السماء is مقسم به مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة. That, right? Dhati is a sifa of of a sama, is a sifa of sama. Give me a second here. Naam, it's a sifa of sama wa alamatu jarrihi, it's majroor, right? Is a kasra, right? Is a kasra, because that is not from the asma al-khamsa. Dhu is. When it becomes feminine, then it's not. That, dhu becomes that. And it could be dhatu, dhati, dhata. The sign of it being majroor here is the kasra, dhahira. Ar-raja' is mudaf ilay. Sign of it being majroor is the kasra. Wal ard, the last swearing, this is harf qasam. Al-ardi is muqsam bihi, right? Or you could say it's ma'tuf. Either way, it's the same thing. Majroor wa alamatu jarhi al-kasra. Dhati, a sifa of ard. The sign of it being majroor is the kasra. As-sada' mudaf ilay. The sign of it being majroor is the kasra. Right? إنه, inna is harf nasikh wa nasib. يفيد التوكيد. هو ضمير متصل في محل النصب اسمه إن. Right? Indeed it is. La, lam al-tawkid. Emphasis. قول is your خبر إن مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة. فصل is a sifa of the قول, is a sifa. It is marfu wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. وما هو wa is harfu atf, ma is nafiya, right, in a position of being like laysa. Huwa is a damir munfasal. It is a detached pronoun. Fi mahal raf, ismu ma is considered ismu ma, ismu laysa. Bil hazal, ba is a harf jar. Al hazal is ismu majroor. Wa alamatu jarrihi al kasra, right? And bil hazal is the khabaru ma or khabaru laysa. Innahum, inna harfu nasik wa nasib, right? You feed it tawkid. Hum is the mir muttasil fi mahal al nasb, ismu inna. Yakiduna, yakiduna is a fil mudari wa alamatu marfu wa alamatu raf'ihi. The sign of it being marfu is a thubuta noon. It's thubuta noon. The wow is the mir muttasil, right? Being the wow jama being the file marfu. Kaida is maf'ulun mutlaq. You can see that this has got the same letters. Yakiduna kaida maf'ulun mutlaq mansub. And the sign of it being mansub is the fathas. Wa akidu. Akid wa is harf atf. Akidu is a fil mudari marfu wa alamatu raf'i ad-damma. Kaida, right? And the damir mustatir taqdiru ana. I, and I am planning. Kaida is maf'ulun mutlaq mansub with fathas. You have a question?
Okay.
I hear you, like, I don't know, it sounds like you're saying something, so I stopped, right?
Well, yeah, I'm pronouncing it. Not bad.
Famahil
Well, Akaida.
wa akidu kaida. Akidu kaida.
Yeah.
No. Famahil, fa is harf istitnafiya, showing continuation. Mahil is a fil amr, meaning give them some time. It's a fil amr mabni ala sukoon, right? The damir, the fa'il is damir mustatir taqdiruhu anta, you give him, right? Because the rest of them, as we showed, the rest of the command verbs, they all have either the alif, right? If we have mahilla or mahillu, right? Or mahilli, right? Or mahilna, they all have, right, the sign showing what it is, right? But this, the fa'il here, showing us the fa'il is the alif or the ya or the waw or the nun and niswa. Here we don't have it. It's hidden, meaning you, anta, right? Famahid. The kasra there is for preventing the two sukoons from being next to one another. Al-kafirin is the maf'ulun bihi. What am I giving time to? Who am I giving respite to? Al-kafirin. Mansub, right? Maf'ulun bihi wa alamatu nasbihi al-ya. It's not kafirun, but kafirin. Amhilhum, right? Amhilhum. Amhil is a fil amr, mabni ala sukoon, as we can see there, right? Hum is, and it again is going to taqdiruhu anta. The fa'il is taqdiruhu anta, right? Hum is the maf'ulun bihi mansub, right? Hum here is the mir muttasil fi mahal an-nasb maf'ulun bihi. Give them some time, right? Give them ruwaida. Ruwaida is a sifa here, but is in the position of being maf'ulun mutlaq, right? It's a sifa. It's in a position of being mutlaq. Amhilhum mahlan ruwaidan, like this, right? Mahlan ruwaidan, or something like this, right? Mahlan meaning a time, give them a time, a rest. Ruwaidan. So ruwaidan is a sifa, but it's in a position of being maf'ulun mutlaq. It is mansub, right? Or we say that the maf'ulun mutlaq is dropped, and it's a sifa of the maf'ulun mutlaq, which is mahdhuf, which is dropped, and therefore it's in agreement with that. But if we say this is a sifa in a position of being maf'ulun mutlaq, mansub wa alamatu nasbihi afatta dhahira. Any questions? طيب. My homework is to come to you tonight with plenty of examples from Darf wa Maf'ulun bihi. Inshallah ta'ala, I will bring them. At least 5 or 10, inshallah. طيب.
But you said Darf
Maf'ulun bihi. No. Darf
thought you said mudaf ilayh.
yeah, I got a lot going on in the background here in my house, so I'm getting confused. But Darf Mudaf ilayh, yes, we said it every time. Now, even when we were reading the Mutun Talib al-Ilm, we came across it plenty of times. But we'll bring it inshallah from Juzama, which is closer in our memory, inshallah ta'ala. Tayyib?
Inshallah, tayyib.
Surah Ta'ala tonight, inshallah. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.